Good and hello, people. This is Jack. I'm a paranormal investigator here in Newport News. I'm in a historical inn or historical building here in Newport News, and yes, I'm back here again, and this time I have a team. So, anyways, they're not here yet. They should be here any time. So until then, I'll just go ahead and say what I gotta say for right now. Is it, like I said, greetings, and I hope everybody enjoys this video. We're going to be doing a lot of investigation into this place this time because we got a little bit larger group. So, and we're going to take teams, and hopefully the results would be better than the last time. Last time it was me and John and his daughter, so maybe this time, since there's several more of us, that we will be able to get more. So anyways, just for right now, I'm just sitting back, and it's 7:40. It is what is the date? The date is what's the date? It's Friday, August 19th. So anyways, we're going to be doing a thorough investigation of this place, and like I said, hopefully we'll get some more results. Until then, until we get it all started, I guess I'll sign up for now.
Yeah, but it was just flipping.
Alright, we're all here. John, Scarlett, Renee, so we're all here outside. It's already going on 8:30, so I guess we'll go ahead and get set up inside.
What is that? It ain't my bird.
Alright, I'm here in the general store area of the inn, and I set a REM pod over here on top of the table, or right there. So if anything's to get near it, it'll go off. And I'm going to put these here trigger objects down the floor. They'll light up if they move. If anything was to move them, they light up. So I'm going to stick them down here on the rug, and on this one. So if anything was to get in contact with them, they'll move and they'll light up. Hello, I'm Jack. Like I said, I'm a paranormal investigator on the first floor of the inn, and I was wanting to see if you can interact with these here little ball-like trigger objects. If you were to get near it, touch it, move it, they'll light up. Can you do that for me, please? Let me know that you're here. Or I got a device up there on the counter, and if you were to interact with that, it will also light up, and it will also sound. So can you do that for any of those things for me, please? Let me know that you're here. Mr. and Ms. Curtis? If there's anybody in this room with me, I'm here by myself. And if you were to interact with those devices that I placed down the rug, I appreciate it. Move them so they'll light up. Kick them around. Throw one to me. Kick one over here toward me. Can you interact with any of these devices I have set up? Let me know that I'm not alone in here. Mr. and Mrs. C? Can you let me know at least you're still here? I've been here before. Wasn't that long ago. If you can interact with these devices, I appreciate it. I might go and place those little lighted balls on the counter. See what happens. Okay, I moved the lighted balls up here on the elongated countertop on this side and on this one. So if anything was to move them, all right, I placed the small balls that lights up when moved on the countertop. If you were to move them, I appreciate it. Doesn't matter which. Please kindly, Mr. and Mrs. C, to move them little balls so they can light up. Let me know that you're here. There's nothing to be afraid of. I've been here once before, so you should know me from last time. I just want to interact with you all. If you could do that for me, please, I would appreciate it. I'm going to move the REM pod back behind the counter. Alright, move this REM pod back here. So maybe. Alright, so I've got the REM pod here. Alright, I placed a black box behind the counter on the shelf, and if you were to interact with that, I'd appreciate it. Can you please let me know that you're here, Mr. or Mrs. C? Can I order anything right now? If I can't order anything right now, go to that black box I placed on the shelf, lower shelf, and go ahead and interact with that. Let me know something. Do I have any mail? This used to be also called the mail room, where they had bring in people's mail that need to be sent out, or they get their mail here. Do I have any mail? If I have any mail, go to that black box I got there on the shelf. Yeah, I might come back to this area. Right now I'm just not picking up anything. Okay, I'm still on the first floor. I'm in the dining room area, it looks like, or could be the where they play cards or games. I'm going to set one of these balls up on one of the tables, see if anybody would interact with it. Doesn't feel much breeze. I'm just going to set them up in 2 tables. And see if anything would interact with them. Hello, is there anybody in this room with me? I'm Jack, paranormal investigator, and I've placed 2 objects on the table, on 2 tables, and if you interact with one of them, I appreciate it. It doesn't matter which one, but if you just touch them, they'll light up. Can you do that for me, please? Let me know that you're here. Can you touch these devices I've placed on the tables? If you move them, they'll light up. Red, green, yellow. Can you knock one of them off? Let me know if you're here, please. Well, I wish to communicate with you. Please communicate with me through these here devices I placed on the table. Just use your energy, just kind of move them a little bit. Just like so. That's all it takes. just a swift wind will move the little balls. I ain't gonna spend much time in here. I can always back up. If you're shy, I can back up. Just give a few more minutes. Alright, I'm gonna cut this first floor. I guess I'll go up second. Alright, I'm back in this here room that used to be a post office and also a general store. We're going to be doing a spirit box session.
1, 2.
Alright, so we're in the shop.
This would have been the... Huh?
This would be the general store and post office.
Center store and post office.
Got our REM on, got our cameras on, got our spirit
Alright,
box on.
lights out.
Kill one light.
Still on the
You
side.
know what?
I wanted to reset it really quick.
Alrighty. Actually, you know what? I was doing it before.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, well, like I said, we're going to do a spirit box session here in a few.
That's probably just gonna go off because of the wiring.
That's weird.
It's not something. There's new batteries in it.
Okay, now we go. Okay.
Is it broken?
Put on the chair.
Oh, there we go. There, you go. Got a cat ball too.
Yes.
This one's for. I have another one too. I got some animals. Literally.
Just keep coming over there. Oh.
I told you. Let me go get Christopher.
Hi everyone, this is John. Va.Paranormal.
Two guys.
Can you see me now? We're at the Train Hotel here in Virginia. We're in the country store / post office. So we're going to see if we can get some activity. My mom tonight is my daughter Scarlett. Say hi, Scarlett. And everyone else, say hi if you want in front of the camera.
Hi.
The cat ball just went off.
Okay.
It was,
Oh, he got, he bumped into
even if you
Well,
won't,
hold on. This.
there's not enough movement all the way on that end.
Okay, I'm just going to tap this. Okay, I'm tapping it.
There you go.
Now, if I slam my hand on it,
Yeah.
yes, it's going to go off.
I wonder if it's the fans though. Can we maybe turn those off?
Not fans will do it.
That was you that set the little ball off. Can you come over to the device on the chair with the red light? And touch that?
That's it. Not happening.
No, it's not doing.
Oh, if you hit this.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you guys don't have it.
But that's both we can rule out, if.
Is that one of my balls?
No, I got that out of my dad's bag. Your ball's right over there.
Wonder if I was to put one.
See, something's going on.
Well, put one. See what the other one does. See if it does it also.
Oh, okay.
You got to do anything to it?
You have trouble with phone, your dad.
You got to hit the button or?
Yeah, you just gotta hit the
Yeah,
button.
the button turns it on.
Right next to it or?
Close to it. See.
None of these devices are gonna hurt you. So can you please touch the red light that's on the chair? Yeah, you should pull your ass up too.
Okay, you guys might have to get a little farther back because it can't see anything over here. It can only see, I just have to.
If there's anybody here with us, can you go to those little round balls, plastic balls, interact with them, touch them? Doesn't matter which one.
If Mrs. Curtis is still here running this shop, can you come out and talk to us?
What'd yours say?
My name.
My name? My name is Renee.
I'm Jack.
I'm John.
I'm Christian.
I'm Scarlett.
I was like right after you said name Curtis.
Curtis.
That's when I said,
Okay.
Yeah, his last name was.
Is your volume up, baby?
Oh, the history. Okay. Now, this would be interesting. If I talk about the history, they might interact with a recording, with this, or what have you. So I'm going to turn on my EVP recorder. Maybe not.
I feel like I'm being touched over here on my arm. Is that you touching me?
My recorder doesn't work. Let me swap recorders and I'll give you a history real
Are you
quick.
touching my arm?
So right now we're investigating a train hotel. What's the name? We gotta get it to
So you did say historical inn, right?
we just put that as a train hotel.
I say historical inn.
Historical area.
Okay, so this is a. God, wait, is that asshole? Okay, this building was a multi-purpose building. It was built in 1889 or 99?
It was 89.
1889 by Curtis and his family. The room, 1897, thank you. There was a general store, post office, and we're in the general store part of the building right now. He was the county assessor for taxes for this county. And he would have his office right next door. We're going to go a little bit later tonight. And he would also have tax court there. And he would have fights and arguments with the local people coming in. His family lived here. I believe his parents lived here. And he would do budgets, yeah. We had famous people here. We had W.C. Fields stayed here. We had General Pershing from World War I stayed here while they were working on Fort Eustis down the street.
That's a necrophonic app going off on John's
families. They've had funerals in
phone.
here. So there's a lot of interesting history to it, and we're still learning the history. I reached out to the Historical Society, and I'm just waiting for some information. There's also been a train wreck out front. We're right on a major train rail line, and I think back in the 20s or so, the train derailed. Some people got hurt. And that's all we know. Yeah, museum. And right now we're using Ghost Tube and Spirit Talker. We've got REM pods, cat balls, EVP recorders going.
And a bell.
And a bell. So if you have any questions, let us know. Sorry, I'm so used to seeing it on my cell. If you have any questions, just let us know. If you're tuning in, if you're using your own abilities and you feel something, let us know. If you see something, let us know. Miss Curtis, if you're here, could you please touch the bell that's on the counter? Or walk towards us where the REM pod is. We would love to communicate with you. We would like to hear your story. We like to know all the hard work that you put into running this general store and also being the postmaster.
Excuse me, John.
Yep. Yes, we have.
I'm going to go ahead and set this here ball on this way over here. At least close to the back.
Now, this is just one place in the whole building. We've got other locations that we're going to check out.
Can you make one of those cat balls light up again?
When I was here last, you gave me a message to leave. And I took that as to leave the general store because it was late at night. Do I have your permission to stay here a little bit longer?
What does it say, attached?
Attached? Do you still feel attached to your work here at the general store in the post office? What are we doing? We're trying to make contact with you. With your permission, of course. Great, they have Geico on the other side. Nasty. Are you the same person that everyone had seen on the staircase in a wedding dress?
Oh, that's Bruce.
Do you? Well, I don't have all their family names, so.
What's the two guys in, or the one guy in?
Simon Curtis, I think?
Isn't that the son?
No, that's the, Simon Curtis is the boss man who ran all.
Oh, okay.
His wife
That was the big man.
was Nanny Curtis. They had 4 children, Carter, Douglas, Elsie, and another Nanny.
We should do that after semester while we're here.
We can do
I've
that.
always seen really good results with those.
We can do that. If you want to do it.
Oh, you want me to go into the blindfold?
No.
Oh, yeah, we do. You're
Okay.
good at it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now, we should go upstairs and, well, whichever one you think, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs.
I mean, we can go upstairs to the master bedroom. You know,
Well, I'm still on the first floor. I decided to go ahead and use this laser grid in used to be Mr. Curtis's office. So, and if anything was to shadow go over the laser, it would show up. So, anyways, this used to be his office. He used to be the tax man, or he would be all sorts of, yeah. So, anyways, if anything was to go through the grid, of course, anything passes over it, it'll pick it up, the shadow. Mr. Curtis, are you in this room? I'll be able to see a shadow, figure, if you were to go through this, the grid here. Matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can get closer. He's still on the first floor. I meant to go up in a second. I'll go up there as soon as I'm able. Just want to use this here laser grid since this was an office used by Mr. Curtis back then. Yeah. Mr. Curtis, are you here are you in this room? Can you pass through the grid? Okay. No, I'm here moving it. I guess that'll work. I got to put my camera on low, reflecting off the glass. Mr. Curtis, Miss Curtis, any of you in this room? I do this for a few minutes. Focus on this side of the room, then I'll go on this my side. Am I welcomed here? Is there anything you want to say? Let me put it this way. You have anything to say to me? Now I'm using my regular voice. I'm a Southerner. Is this a lot better? Are you able to communicate with me? I don't know. Seems darker. It's not lit up like it was. For some reason, another, it's not lit up like it was. gotta see what I've changed the battery in the laser grid, the pin. Alright, I changed batteries in the laser grid pin, so that's a lot better. Mr. and Ms. Curtis, I'm Jack again. I need to find out if you're here with me. Can you go in through the grid, those spots on, around you? It'll pick your shadow up if you could go through the laser. Can you do that for me, please? Am I welcome here? If you go through the grid, it'll break it. So I should move the chair. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this here laser grid around, heading in the opposite way. Hello, I'm Jack. If there's anybody in that room where the dots are, can you please go through it, or if you can, break the grid. What it'll do is it'll dark, and it'll go dark and be like a shadow. If there's anybody in there, you'll pick your figure up. Is there anybody in there, in that room, with all the dots? I'm Jack. I'm a paranormal investigator. If you go through that grid, all them dots, it'll pick up your form. Is the butler in there? Anybody in there? Can you break the grids on the walls? Can you move something? Matter of fact, I'm going to set a motion sensor in there. Okay, I set a motion sensor in there on the table, back table. And if anything was to get near it, it'll come back on. If there's anybody in there with the green dots, I set up Motion sensor. If you were to interact with that, I appreciate it. Just get near it. Let me know that you're in there and communicate. I appreciate if you communicate with me. Looks like I'm running out of disk space. Oh, is it the battery? Yeah, I guess it's battery. I gotta change the batteries. Going